Hey BC, it's Brett here. Do another video. I don't know, a lot of you in the VC or have a store half price books by you. Well, this weekend they did a big 20% off, and I think it was nationwide. Started on Thursday, I think, and ends today. So I did some running around Friday, and then Saturday I went and visited my daughter down towards Dayton. Stopped at one down there and looked around. And I picked up a bunch of stuff. I mainly I went through the bins, found a few things. Most of the stuff was in the clearance section. One store, the clearance was all 50% or 50 cents, so it was all 40 cents an album. The other one was $1, so they were 80 cents an album. And then they were also the last store I went to down in Dayton. I think I got one thing out of the clearance bin. The rest of the stuff was off the racks. Got some interesting stuff I hadn't seen before. I was kind of surprised, but let me go ahead and kick this off. I don't want to take too long. But what's playing in the background, this is one album I've been looking for, and some of the VC members have heard me say that. I found it. You can find this on eBay online, but I've been looking in the wild for it, and I finally got a hold of it. Run DMC's Raising Hell. Love this album, loved it as a kid. Yes, I don't talk a whole lot about it, but I do like some hip hop and some rap, but basically the old school stuff. A lot of the new stuff I don't have much use for. But this was one of my favorite albums growing up in the 80s. I played this thing to death. I had it on cassette. And I think that was another one of the cassettes I owned when I was younger that I actually probably went through 2 cassettes. I know when I had 5150, I think I went through 3 cassettes before I got the CD. The tape was played so much that it was stretching the tape. So that was one. And like I said, all these were except for this one, which I'll tell you a little more about this one. So this one was right out in front. I grabbed it as soon as I seen it. Started looking through the others, and then when I pulled it out, it was filthy. The vinyl was filthy, and they wanted 15 bucks for this. And I'm like, I went up to the desk and I said, you know, I'm interested in it, but not at $15. There's just no sense in you charging that much for it. So they knocked it down to $7.99. It ended up being $6.50 when it was done with the 20% off. So at $6.50, I was willing to pay $6.50 and clean it up. Got a little bit of surface noise, but for the most part, it cleaned up fairly decent. Cover was in great condition. It was still in the shrink. It even had the blurb sticker. So that was that. Before I get any further on that now, a lot of these are just swap outs for me, upgrades and whatnot. I've got High Fidelity by REO Speedwagon still in the shrink. It's in really good condition. I got an upgrade to Midnight Stars, No Parking on the Dance Floor. So, really good album, especially if you grew up in the 80s and you listen to some of this stuff. That whole album is really good. It's kind of like the Run DMC. An upgrade copy, Get the Knack. This one's really clean. Some of these I pulled out look like they've never been used. Upgrade copy of Cupids and Psyches in '85, Scritti Politti. A really good copy of The Long Run by the Eagles. There's next to no ring wear on this at all, and that's kind of hard to come by with this album. Although it's kind of stuck together in the middle. There we go. Yeah, I mean, look at the gloss on it. I mean, it was stuck stuck together, not damaging, but Bob Seger and Silver Bullet Band. This is Against the Wind. They were all in really good condition. Like these are all upgrades. Stevie Nicks, Wild Heart. This one I grabbed because I couldn't remember if I had it, and I did, but you know, for 40 cents I wasn't going to complain about it. 7 and the Ragged Tiger by Duran Duran. I don't know if this is necessarily an upgrade. I haven't checked yet. Got a nice copy of Hair of the Dog by Nazareth. LJ just traded me one, and I gotta compare the two and, you know, pick out what vinyl's better and what cover's better and get me a good one going. I grabbed this, and surprisingly enough, I didn't have it, and that's I thought, well, this might be an upgrade. There's a little bit of ring wear to it. It's Eagle's self-titled album, and like I said, these are all 40 cents a piece. This is another one I thought I had and it was going to be an upgrade, but I ended up not having it, which was kind of cool. Midnight Magic by the Commodores, still in the shrink with the blurb. A couple albums that I had never seen before, and I know it's going to sound silly and people can probably say, you're crazy, they've been around, but I've never seen these two albums. And they're two Chicago albums, and I do like Chicago. They're more recent, but it is Chicago 13. Let me get it in the shop there. Never seen that before. And then Chicago 14. Never seen those two. I figured they were out there because they were all the way up to 17 or whatever, 18, probably more than that. Real nice copy. I had recently, on a trade before, I believe I sent this copy to LJ because he said he needed it to fill up his Boston collection, and I knew it would be one I could come across fairly easy. But it's Third Stage of Boston. Real nice copy of it, great condition. What can you say? For 40 cents, it was hard to leave some of these albums. Missing Persons, Rhyme and Reason. Picked up a lot. I got a lot of 80s stuff, which was kind of cool. This is, what was that one? I had also some promos in here, and this is a promo. Thompson Twins, Close to the Bone, and it's a gold label promo. It's got the blurb sticker stuck to the cover. Leonard Skinner, Give Me My Bullets Back. Nice copy of that. Cover's in really good condition. You know, there's a slight wear on the vinyl, but it's not that bad. Nazareth 2XS. This one's in superb condition. So it's a nice one to add to the Nazareth. And found some. I also like NXS, and I found a couple of their albums in these, which I was happy about. The Swing. Oop, get it over there. Another one I sent to LJ in a couple trades back, and I told him. He said I think he told me he didn't ever see this album around, and I told him I see it, you know, pretty much all the time around here, and I did finally find a really good copy. It's Raised on the Radio, Journey. Really good condition. A couple Santanas at Caravans, and this is a promo. I don't think it was a white label or anything. I think it's just a it's just a standard Columbia red label. Got the blurb sticker stuck on the cover and everything, so you know, that was a nice little find for 40 cents. Always like Santana. And then I got Amigos. I always love his covers. They're just gorgeous covers. Kind of like looking at Yes albums. I mean, they're just, that's some. Got an Average White Band, Soul Searching. Love's Got a Line on You by Scandal. This is a real good copy. And then the last one I found, you know, some of you in the VC are probably familiar with this group. I'm familiar because in the early 80s, my parents basically forced me to go to church all the time, and I was in youth groups and stuff, started listening to some of the Christian rock out there, and there's some that wasn't bad. Well, this is one that I had on cassette years ago, and it's Petra, Never Say Die. Seen this group a couple times back in the early 80s, so figured I had to pick that up. It was sitting there. Next one, I'm trying to get through this fairly quick, guys. I apologize. I might have to try to break this up, but these were ones that I found in another one. All these were $80 or 80 cents an album. They were all originally $1. Got the Gap Band 4. You dropped a bomb on me. It's another one of my 80s albums that I used to listen to all the time, but believe it or not, I'm surprised I never came across that prior to this. This was in the shrinks off of it right now, for 80 cents. I've always passed it up, and I figured out what the heck, I might as well get it. I was on a roll. It's Culture Club, and it's Color by Numbers. You know, I know a lot of people want to bash on Culture Club, but you know, a lot of you know that you actually enjoyed listening to the music. Kenny G, Silhouette. There's another person that you hear everybody bash on all the time, but honestly, I do like listening to Kenny G. It makes for great background music, soothing music. So, here's one I did not have, and I was surprised when I found it down in the dollar bin, because normally I find Volume 1 in the dollar bin all the time and never find Volume 2, but it's Emerson, Lake & Palmer's Works, Volume 2. Really good condition. Slight bit of light ring wear up here, being the white cover that it is. Also found Emerson, Lake & Palmer, Love Beach. Another one of those 80s albums that, you know, everybody had to listen to or heard one, but Kool and the Gang, Celebrate. You know, who doesn't love Celebrate, the song? I mean, come on. Now I'm gonna butcher up the names. This is Bee Gees. This is the Bee Gees, and it's Trafalanger. I'm not even sure. Trafalgar. Not exactly sure how that's pronounced, but it was in pretty good condition. So for 80 cents, I picked it up. Put it in there. This was one I seen, and I had to laugh looking at the cover, and I don't remember ever hearing of this band. And it's from, see if I can find it now. It's like 1988. Now, if anybody remembers this, and this is a promo, a gold stamp. I think that's all it is, just a gold stamp. Yeah, on MCA, just a gold stamp. I have to listen to this. This is probably one of them that's going to go up next, just because I'm dying to hear what this band sounds like. But Jet Boy, Feel the Shake. It's just, I couldn't get past the hair and the style and everything. I can't tell if it's supposed to be borderline punk or if it's just a glam hair metal type thing. I'm guessing it's more of the glam hair metal, but and I enjoy that stuff, so I give it a listen. LJ got me on a kick, got me another Foghat album, and this is Stone Blue. Real nice copy of that. Oh, here's another one, and I can't recall ever seeing this before, which was usually a lot of times, especially in our area, Moody Blues. Always, you see a lot of them in the cheap $1.50 bins, and usually they're trashed. But this is the Long Distance Voyager. I had never heard this before, never seen this before. Well, I think I've seen it before, but it's just one of those that it's not the norm, and it was in really good condition, so I went ahead and picked this up. John Fogerty, Centerfield. I never see this, and for some reason this weekend I think every store had it, whether it was $2.99 or in their 50-cent bins. So I got a real good copy of that and was happy with this, and I had to get this one. Even my wife thought this was funny. Don Johnson, Heartbeat. his album that he put out in the 80s when he was wanting to be a rock star, kind of like everybody else, like Eddie Murphy and all that. So I had to pick that up. Never see it, so here's one I was really happy to get. Whiplash Smile, Billy Idol. Really good condition. I was really happy with that one. And let's see here. Good copy of J. Giles Band, the best of. And all these, I mean, all these are in really good condition. I didn't think I had this, but evidently I think I do. So, but for 80 cents, it's Hearts Magazine. So that's the nice thing about digging in those. If sometimes you can't remember, you can grab them. It's not, you're not out anything. This was another one that I was going to upgrade to, Night Ranger, and this is Midnight Madness. Gosh, my brain completely stalled out on me there. You know, this has got Sister Christian on it. Nice upgrade. Another Average White Band, and this is their self-titled album, and I have one. Vinyl's in good condition, but the cover is trash. I think I got it at a Goodwill. This one is in really nice condition. Good vinyl. So that was a nice find. Upgrade copy of iRobot. And I thought I had this one too, and this might be upgrade, but I didn't have this either, and it's Emerson, Lake and Powell. So, 80 cents, had to pick that up. And this is another one that I'm glad I grabbed it, because I didn't know if I had it already, and I was kind of like, well, should I go? And I'm like, oh, what the hell? It's the 80s release, RCA release of Best of Sticks. This was when RCA went out and reproduced I think it was, correct me if somebody knows, but it's the first 3 or 4 albums that were on wood nickel. I want to think it was 4, because you had the self-titled Serpent, the Man of Mystery, and then I think Sticks 2 also. So would that have been, yeah, it would have been 4. So I believe there's 4 that came out on the wood nickel label, and they re-released them all with these real modernized, very colorful. It actually covers are really neat. I think I've got 3 out of the 4, and that was a nice find. Also there, I picked up some other really cool stuff. Couldn't pass up. I did get this neat book. Now, I looked at this book at a Barnes & Noble probably last year. I was in there with my oldest daughter and my wife. We were looking at a school book for my son and some other stuff, and I seen this and I was looking through it. It's the Motley Crue's The Visual History, 1983 to 2005. I don't know if you can see that. This book is cool. If anything, just for the photography in it. There's, I mean, kind of hold it up here and show you some of the stuff. It's got all kinds of photographs of the band all through the years. His book, when I looked at it at Barnes & Noble's, it was, I think they had half-price books had a sticker price, retail price of like $35. I think I seen it there for about 28 bucks, and I'm like, that's a little steep. $6.50 after 20% off. It was $9.99. I think it was, no, maybe it was $7.99. Couldn't turn that down, so went ahead and grabbed that. Got some DVDs too while I was out there. This one was great to find after the fact, and found out that it was actually a DVD CD. Nirvana's Live at Reading. This thing's mint. Already watched the DVD. It's phenomenal. It's live Nirvana. What can you say? And then it also has the CD in it. I didn't realize it. I thought it was just a DVD. This is one that I've been looking at, trying to find for a long time, just because it was the last appearance of all 4 members of Pink Floyd together in concert. I know a lot of you are going to know it's the Live 8 box set. This DVD is phenomenal. I'm telling you, anybody come across it, get it online if you have to. It was nice when I found it, because I think I ended up paying about 12 bucks for it. and if I remember right, it was upwards of 30 plus on eBay, Amazon, and all that. And I think they also made broke down versions of, like, because this concert was over so many different countries, they have it broke down by country too that you can purchase. But this is the entire concert. Really nice packaging. Comes 3 DVDs and, or I'm sorry, 4 DVDs, a booklet, and all that. And my main reason for this was just to get that concert footage of Pink Floyd. They did that in 2005 in London. It was put on by Bob Geldof. Was the one that was able to he was able to get them together for this benefit concert, and it was awesome. There's so many musicians playing live on his. You probably won't even be able to see it. I can scan through it. I mean, you're talking McCartney, you're talking Velvet Revolver, you're talking The Who, Pink Floyd. I mean, my gosh, new to old, country, rock, anybody can think of genres. It's, you know, Snoop Dogg's on there, Dave Matthews Band, Def Leppard. I mean, it's phenomenal. If you can find this, I advise you get it. And then the last one I got is really music related, but I figured I'd show it because it's a cool movie. If you've never seen it, pick it up or rent it. Clockwork Orange. I think I got it for about $2. And I was happy. I'd looked around for that, and I always, when I go into half price books, I always like to try to look at their movies, because a lot of times they got them on sale, marked down to a couple bucks, and I find a lot of my movies from there. But oh, I got one last. So the last one I went to on Saturday when I went and visited my daughter, they dropped me off. They went and did shopping, so they dropped me off at half price books. And then I had to go into Walmart and buy a new toilet seat for my daughter and some light bulbs. You know, she just moved into the house with her roommates, and half the crap isn't working, and they have no clue. So we had to do a lot of home shopping for them. But I did find everything in here was pretty much $2 and less and under, except for one. And I had to see it. When I seen it, I had to grab it. It's in excellent condition. And that is If You Want Blood, You Got It by AC/DC. This is in perfect condition. I was floored by it. It's on Atlantic. Really happy with that find. Always trying to fill my AC/DC. And this one I found a lot of odd stuff that I'd never seen before. And maybe I'm crazy, let me know, but picked up I'd never seen this before. The Escape Club, Wild Wild West. I know it's kind of cheese, but you know, and the thing I thought was really interesting was back here underneath the barcode. You know how you always had also available on cassette or also available on 8-track. This one has got also available on cassette and compact disc, which I thought that was pretty cool. You don't really ever see that. It's from '88, so, but perfect condition. I don't know if it's ever been played, so I had to go ahead and grab it. I got a couple albums by the Michael Shaneker. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Shaneker Group. Played with Scorpions. These are in really good condition. I couldn't turn them down. This one is just it's a self-titled, and then the other one is titled MSG. It's funny because they both kind of look like they're self-titled albums, but then when you read the side of this one, it actually has it listed MSG as the title of the album. This one came out of the clearance, and I was having fun. It's in really good condition. Romeo Void. And this is Instinct. I have another album by them. I really like the music. Some 80s. Another NXS that I found that I was kind of happy to find these now, because a lot of times I see the NXS kind of expensive around here. But this is nice. Shuba, near mint, clean copy. Just happy to find that. One that I didn't realize I already had, and I'm like, when I got home I already had it, so I'm gonna check it to make sure that it's, I'm not gonna be able to upgrade with it, but it's Change of Address by Crocus. I got a lot of these albums here. I'll try to make another video if anybody's interested in some of these spares or whatnot. Let me know. These next two, I seen them, and I've actually, I can't recall ever seeing them on vinyl before. This is Toto, the 7th one, their 7th album. I've never seen this. This thing is like near mint. It's in pristine condition. And then this one here is Laborday, Wild Side. I don't ever remember seeing this album. I haven't even listened to it. I'm not even sure what's on it. But I had to pick it up. You know. I also got a nice copy of Drama by Yes. Nice album. That'll definitely be being played over the next few days. So I guess that's pretty much it, guys. I woke up this morning and seen that I hit 101 subscribers. So I'm going to try to figure out what the heck I'm going to do. I'd like to do a little contest for everybody, trying to figure out what kind of contest I can do, because everything seems like it's been done. Any of you got any ideas, give me a PM, let me know. I'm going to think of something, hopefully not repetitive, but I want it to be fun too, and I'd like it to be so that everybody can kind of get involved. Not necessarily with a video, but if you can give me a response or something, then I can get everybody involved. So that's it. Sorry it took a little bit. It was a long video, but hope you enjoy. I'll talk to you guys later.